So here's our Google Sheet. This is the calibration curve data. These are the concentrations. These are the absorbances. So it's different than Excel, which was a little unexpected. So if you highlight all of that and then try to do it like Excel, you'll see that Google Sheets tries to plot both sets of data on like one set of x-axis or y. I don't know what it does. So you got to highlight the absorbances, and these are supposed to go on the y-axis, and these are supposed to go on the x-axis. Yeah, so you just select that, and then we're gonna tell it in the settings to put these on the x-axis. So go insert chart, and you'll see it defaults to this bar graph. So we're gonna put you want to select chart type, scroll down, scatter plot. And now here's where it says x-axis. So we wanted to put these values in the x-axis. So we'll select that to select data range. So you could either type it in right here, A1 colon to A5, or just select it here. So that's what we'll do, and click OK. And then we see that it just put these values on the x-axis. So you could scale this if you to edit the chart. So you could right click on it and it brings up this menu here. So you can change the grid lines to be you could change these to be the spacing on it. And you could tell it where to start counting, etc. But anyway, I want to get to the trend line, so we can where we go customize, and it's in series. So customize and series, and what we're trying to do is add the linear best of fit trend line that best matches the data points. So we go to series. So again, that's customize. Let me get out of this just to show you again. So just click anywhere in the chart. You could click these three dots and click edit chart, and it brings out this chart editor. And then you go customize series, because we want to mess around with these points. So that's what series is. It calls these a series of points here, data series. So scroll down here and it says trend line. So select that, and you'll see that it put the line there. And what we're really after here is the we want to know the line equation, so that whatever absorbance is, we can tell the relationships. And we need the slope to tell what x is going to be for a given absorbance. And that's going to be useful for part A and B. So label, so select label, use equation. Voila, that's what we need. So we need this slope value, the shift value. You could put r squared. This will help in the error analysis later. It looks, for this set of data, it looks pretty clean. This one's a little off, but so we need this this equation right here. So for whatever these values are, we can know solve for what x is going to be. So let's go over to sheet 2. And in sheet 2, this is the second. So this is just this is not the full 15 minutes. This is just a sample. And these are absorbances. These are times. So what we want to do is convert these absorbances into concentrations. So we're going to do a function here. And what we want to enter is this equation, but solve it for x. So you want to subtract this from y, subtract this from both sides, then divide both sides by the slope to solve for x, so that for a given concentration, we can tell what for a given absorbance, we could tell what the concentration is going to be. So let's go over here, and we'll type in equals. Equals parentheses, and we want this. We're going to call this the y value. So we type in B1 to tell it to enter this value that's in B1 cell. So we go capital B1 minus, and it was that shift value. So we can go here And it knows that I'm typing it into sheet 2. Do you see that little pop-up? So I'm going to type that in, minus 0.0302, close parentheses, divide by the slope, 0.0597. 597. Double check I entered it right. Enter. Okay, and now it do you see that it shot over to the second sheet where I was entering it? Okay, so now we want to apply that equation to the whole list. So take the little square and drag it down. And then those are all the concentrations. So we now can do a zero order test plot. So again, you want to select all the things that are on the y-axis, because it's going to plot those. And then we're going to, in the settings, tell it to put this on these values on the x-axis. So I select that, insert, and you do the chart, insert chart. Again, it defaults to this column chart, so we select the scatter. And now for the x-axis is add x-axis. So we're gonna select these a values here, like that. Click OK, and there's a zero order test plot. Okay, in the customize, you need to give it a title. So chart title, here you could select what you want to title exactly. So you want a title for the whole chart, zero order test plot for, and this is for CV plus. Okay, and then you need to title the axes, horizontal, that's time, and that's in seconds. So you want to put the unit of measure in the variable. And then for the vertical axis, that is concentration of CV plus. Because CV plus is purple. CV without the plus is clear. And the purple is decreasing. So we're looking at the disappearance of purple. And the unit was micromolar. So I'll just use U. You can get fancy and find the micro. Alright, so now we want to add the trend line. So I'm going to select this. So just select any point here, and it brings up the series. Okay, or you can select it in this menu, or you can it'll select the same thing. You select one of the points. Okay, and do the same thing you did on the other graph. So trend line, linear, show. We want the equation, and we want the r squared value. All right, so that's the zero order. So let's move this over, and then let's convert the concentrations into natural log values. So we're going to go ln. So you have to type in equals. Don't forget the equals, then ln. And then we're going to type cell C1. Do I need parentheses? Yeah, you need to type in parentheses. So ln. Yeah, you need to type in parentheses every time. That's true for Excel. I should have known that. Yeah, and then okay, suggested autofill. Yeah. All right. So these are the natural log values. So if you want to do a first order plot, we're gonna select the y-axis data, insert, and there may be a way to select both at the same time, a la Excel. You guys can honestly show me how you do that. I didn't play around with this longer. So add x-axis. So we want to do these again. There we go. And then add, so customize. Okay, and then series, and then add the trend line. See, or you can get to that same thing by clicking on this. Oh wait, how did I do that? There you go. Yeah, you click on it, and then it took me over here to series, trend line, linear. So you want to make sure it says linear here. Label, use equation, show r squared. Yeah, Yeah, it's looking pretty linear here too. So this is for us to discuss, but you need to have these graphs when you're in class. Okay, and you could take one of these. You can actually take one of these if you want to like make them smaller. You can control copy. You could control copy, open up a blank Word document or a Google Doc, and then you could control V and paste it. Shrink it up so you can get them all on one page and print it. Obviously, you need to title these. I showed you how to title it. I'm not gonna do it again. All right, so then on here, you can do the second order test file equals parentheses, and you want to do 1 over the concentration values, these right here. So we're gonna type in C1 close parentheses, enter, autofill. Yeah, so now you could do the same thing, insert chart, Excel. I'll see if I can do another video for using Excel. It's honestly a lot easier. Chart style, wait, setup. I need the scatter plot. Oh, I didn't add the x-axis. Customize. Oh no, it's in setup. Add x-axis. There we go. Yeah, that's right. So this is the only one with the positive slope because it's 1 over. Yeah. Okay, so this is our second order plot, which this one looks less linear. So, all right, we'll go over the results in class, but you need to have the graph for class. Trend line. Use equation, show r squared. Yeah, so this one's a little less linear than the others. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end the video.